here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
To the air, it's Dampier. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. to shoot. Quick toss to the right. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
With the catch, it's Anderson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Rides to back and leaves it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. It's Durham. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Looking for the time with the extra point. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll run play action. Here's the heat. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Davis will throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness. Bringing the free safety down. Blitzing him, you could tell, completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Shoots it to the left. The short hands. It's Fleming. Brings it to the open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep this thing moving forward.
They go to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And the quarterback knew that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
He'll pitch it. Touchdown LSU! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Michigan offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pick off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it from the gun. Nice move to pick up yardage. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that looks like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
LSU lining up first and goal. To the air, it's Dampier. Under fire. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Haynes. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Got his man to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Tempo and overdrive. Give to the running back. There he goes. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Strong. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Davis looking to pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hand.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll leave it with him. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Might be calling a hot route. Going right to work up top. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown LSU! They went for it all and it paid off with the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner goes down. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Davis will throw. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes back with the 3. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. He'll throw it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Got his man downfield. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this offense is clear. We're not done. We got the lead, but we're going to come out in this second half, and we're going to be explosive, create some big plays, and they do. On the first drive, setting the tone, saying we are going absolutely nowhere.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on the own side of the field if we're going to go for it on fourth down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Davis looking to pass. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind end.
He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback. And he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Brought down at the 29-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Davis will throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Runs through a tackle. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
The Wolverines come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into fourth down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
On fourth down, going to the air. Grab near the marker, it's Moore. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
And as the quarterback takes a knee, that clock keeps dwindling away, now under a minute to play. This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat.